So maybe you're in bed trying to fall asleep. Or worse, you can't sleep because you're doom scrolling TikTok, and suddenly you remember the weirdest detail from something embarrassing that happened 10 years ago, and you suddenly cringe. Or maybe you think about how you used to be a gifted child, how talented you once were, and you start asking yourself, where did it all go wrong? And then out of nowhere, you come up with an idea so brilliant, you wonder, how come no one ever thought of this before? Or your brain throws out a completely random question, like, is Squidward actually a squid, or is he an octopus? Because honestly, he pretty much looks like an octopus to me. And then out of nowhere, your brain decides to drop existential questions, like, what if our dream world is actually the real world, and we only see it when we're asleep, and this world, the one that we think is real, is just a dream that our true self is having?
Huh?
Now, if you're one of the above, or if you're all of the above, like me, then you're not alone. And there's actually a pretty scientific explanation for that. Before we go any further, I need to tell you, I am by no means a scientist. To be honest with you, I'm barely educated. So take my words with a grain of salt. Matter of fact, a whole bucket of salt if need be. These are just things that I found online, which I also looked for at 4 a.m. Anyway, as you may or may not know, there's a bunch of chemistry going on in your brain, and at 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., your brain chemistry is not exactly stable. See, melatonin, the same type of melatonin that people take to help them go to sleep, which some say gives them bizarre dreams after. Did someone say bizarre?
Yes!
Is actually a hormone that your body naturally produces. It's what makes you feel sleepy. So if you're still awake during these hours, your brain produces more melatonin, which in effect makes you feel a bit foggy, maybe a bit floaty, and a bit disconnected from reality. Now on the flip side, there's this other hormone called cortisol, which apparently is the hormone that makes you feel stressed and alert, like when you're trying to 1v5 clutch in Valorant, or when you're watching a horror movie and you know a jump scare is coming up. That hormone is at its lowest around 2 to 4 a.m., which basically means good biological thinking. On top of that, during these hours, you won't have as much distractions as you would during the day. You don't have to go out and do errands. You don't have classes to attend to. You don't have any mild inconveniences that distracts you. And now everything is quiet. Now when the entire world is quiet, your mind becomes loud. The less outside noise, the louder the inside voice. That's probably also why shower thoughts and toilet thoughts hit hard sometimes. Although maybe toilet thoughts aren't as deep because it gets interrupted every once in a while by, you know. In so many words, your mind at night is in the perfect storm. You're physically foggy, you're emotionally raw, and your mental defenses have clocked out for the night. All those thoughts you may or may not realize you pushed away during the day, it's now finally in the spotlight. If you're a creative person though, maybe you like to draw, or maybe you write, and you find yourself overthinking and over-criticizing your work, maybe this whole thing is a blessing in disguise for you. Try picking up that pen while your prefrontal cortex is off for the night. Maybe you should draw something, or maybe you should write something. It'll probably turn out either really good or really weird. I don't know. I can neither draw or write, so tell me how it goes for you though. But if you're not an artist and you're just haunted by the weirdest thoughts at these hours, honestly though, I don't think that's such a bad thing either. Sometimes we distract ourselves with work. We try so hard to be productive, or just straight up massive doom scrolling memes and thirst traps. And we do that just to avoid the things inside that we don't want to face. But at night, that's when we finally could face the part of ourselves we usually keep locked away. And I think that's a good thing. After all, that 2 a.m. version of you, that's still a part of you. And maybe, just maybe, it's trying to tell you something. So, that was the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't sound too pretentious. Would love to know what you think. Leave a comment. And if you want, you can also share what goes on in your mind at 2 a.m. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you really liked the video, please consider subscribing. That way I'll know that you guys actually liked the video and I'll be motivated to make some more. That's it from me. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.